Activities Association State College Softball Tournament. The FSC-J State Tournament is in conjunction with the NJCAA District Tournament and is hosted by the Treasure Coast Sports Commission, Indian River County, Historic Dodgertown, and Indian River State College. A special thanks to the many volunteers that work hard to put on this first-class event. Now let's meet the teams who will do battle in game number 25. First, the visitors on the scoreboard and located in the first base dugout. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Buccaneers from Florida Southwest College. Leading off and playing second base, number 4, Marta Fuentes. Batting second, playing center field, number 1, Riza Moanati. Batting third, the designated player, number 3, Kayla Ranjiwala. Batting fourth and catching, number 12, Molly Rourke. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 6, Holly Ann Dorn. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 2, Grayson Gladden. Batting seventh and playing shortstop, number 14, Michaela Guerrero. Batting eighth and playing right field, number 13, Savannah Rickolet. Batting ninth and playing third base, number 23, Samantha Luckett. Your flex and pitching is number 20, Courtney Gettins. And the head coach of the 48-12 Buccaneers, Coach Robert Diamori. Now the home team on the scoreboard and located in the third base dugout. Let's meet the starting lineup for the Blue Wave from Florida State College, Jacksonville.
Attention, Blue, I have a question.
Batting second and pitching, number 22, Shayna Reed. Batting third and catching, number 1, Maddie Johnson. Batting fourth and playing center field, number 15, Marty Greenstein. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 14, Jessica Delauder. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 7, Lainey Rogers. Batting seventh and playing third base, number 12, Hannah Hilliman. Batting eighth and playing first base, number 24, Caitlin Dickerson. Batting ninth, your designated player, number 6, Kaylee Perry. Your flex is number 11 and playing shortstop, Sylvia Montana. The umpires for today's game working the bases will be Tyler Riggs and Ron Graham. Working behind the plate is William Terrain. Gentlemen, we thank you for your contributions to amateur athletics. Now let's play ball. Thanks for taking that.
Well, there you have it, the starting lineups for both teams, and we are about ready to go in this elimination game live here in Vero Beach from Dodgertown, historic Dodgertown. Well, we're trying to get some clarification here on some changes that were made. We're going to try to get this sorted out. Promise. All right, so we have it sorted out now. It seems like number 6, who was listed as the DP, and he's number 6 is now playing center field. So that's Kaylee Perry, who's hitting 9th, is moving to center field. She was listed as the DP in the initial lineup, and now we have Marnie Greenstein, who was listed as the center fielder, is the offensive player. So there's the correction that we were looking for, and it's something that Coach Jamie Lind has been doing the whole tournament. Again, it's for strategic reasons, but the umpire was saying number 8, who is not in the lineup. So that's where the confusion. He was reading the position number off the card as opposed to the actual jersey number, which is really what was throwing everybody off. So we had to stop and make sure that we had that right, because let me clear this back to the inning. It's been a long day. It's our 4th one. It's not 6-3 yet. We haven't even started. It's 0-0. Top of the 1st. First pitch in there for a strike from Shayna Reed, and she's been pitching about every inning for the Blue Wave. She's pitching to Marta Fuentes for the Buccaneers. Fuentes takes outside, ball 1. Thank you to Tyler for catching that. I probably would have left that up there until somebody scored a run. As I said, it's been a long day. It's the 8th game in the last 2 days. That one hit to third on one hop and across. Fuentes still almost beat that out. She can fly, but they get the out. Now Kreza Bulanati will bat, and we got a 5-3 put out on that first one, and Bulanati will now come to the plate. First pitch, a strike from Reed to Bulanati. Pitch just a bit high. That bunt laid down by Bulanati. That is a great bunt and an even better defensive play. A good stretch, a good turn to throw for the second out. Bulanati isn't used to getting caught that smoothly. So Kayla Rangiafa will now bat, number 3. She's a designated player. Rangiafa takes strike 1. Rangiafa drills one underneath the glove of the shortstop, a base hit. It's fumbled around in the outfield. She takes a big turn, but then will go back to first. So a single for Rangiafa. That one hit her. That one hit Molly Rourke, so now 2 on, 2 out. That was Molly Rourke, the catcher. Holly-Ann Dorn will now bat, the first baseman for the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers were defeated by Chipola in a great game. They took a lead into the bottom of the 7th and got beat by on a walk-off win by the Indians, 5-4. Really, really nice game. That one fouled off. That one off the glove That's going to score Rangiafa. And back-to-back hits. Correction. 2 hits sandwiched. A hit by pitch sandwiched between 2 hits. And the run comes home. Rangiafa scores and 1-0 early. Keep in mind Jacksonville just played a game. Florida Southwestern was able to take a couple hours off. Two balls, no strikes. Squares, high, now 3-0. Catcher will trot out Matty Johnson to have a talk with Reed. 3 straight balls. And after getting the first 2 batters 5-3 and then 1-3, there's been a hit, a single by Rangiafa, a hit by pitch to Rourke, and a single by Hallian Dorn, and now a walk on 4 pitches to Grayson Gladden. The bases are now loaded for Michaela Warahiko. Warahiko squares, pulls back, and takes a strike.
Called that a strike?
He did.
Raised his right hand.
He delays and kind of puts it in front of him, Roger, so it'd be tough to... Kind of right here. He does have an interesting strike call. That one bounced up over the top of the third baseman who was playing in. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3 runs, all with 2 outs for Florida Southwestern State College. Have them out in front 3-0. Infield will bring it in around Shayna Reed. Again, she's pitched 3 games today now. So that was Warahiko that got that hit. And now Ritalik will... 2 RBI for Warahiko, and now Ritalik will bat. She's pitched 3 today. It's her 3rd game in a row, actually, pitching. Pitched at 10, 2, and now 5. Two and 0. That's a strike. It's tough to see because he puts it right in front of himself. Kind of Tim McClellan-like if you're an MLB fan. Kind of just gives a little right in front of his chest, which makes it hard to see when you're back behind. That one's squibbed to second. No. A run will come home on the throw. The runner will advance to second. Good heads-up base running. It is now 4, so it's going to be an infield hit and then an error. I believe it'll be ruled a single and an error. Oh. Warahiko is on 3rd. Gladden scored. That is hit well, but foul by Samantha Luckett. Runners at 2nd and 3rd. This has all happened with 2 outs. The Blue Wave got Fuentes and Bulinati, the 2 fastest players on the team, to ground out. And then it's been hit, hit by pitch, hit, walk, hit, hit. I don't believe she went around. They will check to see and no. One and two, 2 outs. Second and third are where the runners are. That's Ritalik at second and Warehiko at third. Luckett right back to the pitcher, and a 1-3 put out ends the inning, but they bat around. All 9 batters come to the plate. 4 runs cross, and Florida Southwestern State leads 4-0 after the top half of the first. FSC-J will come to bat with their leadoff batter, Alyssa Halpin, followed by Shayna Reed and Maddie Johnson. When we come back, you're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. We're about ready to start the bottom half of the first inning. Florida State College at Jacksonville in a big hole early. Florida Southwestern State plated 4 runs in the top half of the first, all coming with 2 outs. That one hit out there for a base knock to start the game for Alyssa Halpin. And that is what she does. She slaps that ball out to left field. That'll bring up Shayna Reed, the pitcher. Try to help her own cause. She takes a strike. That one hit, but well early on it. Hits it onto the other field. Reed will step back in, down 0-2 in the count at first base is Alyssa Halpin. She singled outside and low. Ball 1 to Reed. Florida Southwestern State scored 4. On 4 hits, a hit by pitch and a walk. All coming with 2 outs. Reed takes outside, ball 2. That one hit down the line, just foul by about a foot. Reed is right on it. She's just a bit early on off the pitcher, Courtney Gettins. That's outside, now 3-2. That pitch outside as well. Gettins wanted that one. She was 0-2 and walks her, and now the first two batters have reached. Reed with a great at bat, fouled off a couple pitches. And now Maddie Johnson will step to the plate, the lefty catcher. Throws right-handed, bats left-handed. That one hit well, out to right, off, bounces off the wall. That should score two. And Johnson's going to go into third base, standing up. A two-run triple has made it 4-2. And that is how you answer a four-run inning by your opponent, is you come back and you score right away. Pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Runner at third is Maddie Johnson, who tripled in 2 runs. Both teams showing off their offensive chops, which is not uncommon when you have pitchers who are now working on their second or third game of the day. Now 0-2. Oh, 0-2 pitch from Gettins, up and out. That one slapped down the first base line. Step on the bag. The runner will have to go back to third. Smart base running. No risk. No reason to chance it with nobody out. So Jessica DeLauder will now bat. DeLauder with 17 home runs and 55 RBI coming into the tournament. DeLauder, a big-time power hitter, a threat to leave the yard anytime she's up there. Pitch in there for a strike on the high end of the strike zone. 1 out, 0-1 count. Yanked hard foul out of play. 0-2. 6 runs combined in the first inning. All down in the dirt. Runner holds at third base. DeLauder jumps on that inside pitch. Hits it foul. DeLauder steps back in. Pitch. Hit past the shortstop. RBI single for DeLauder. Now Lainey Rogers with a chance to tie the game if she can put something in the gap. Well, this lead for Florida Southwestern State College could potentially be in jeopardy already in the first inning. Tap foul. Oh, 1. Now runner at first is Jessica DeLauder. Well, the shock of the tournament has to be College of Central Florida going out in 3 games. They won their first one, and then they were outscored a combined 19. There's one, and no, that one's thrown away. Lainey Rogers will stay there. She'll reach on a fielder's choice. DeLauder thrown out at second.
The Buccaneers get the force out at second for the second out of the inning. Brings to the plate third baseman, number 12, Hannah Hillman.
First pitch in there for a strike. 2 outs. DeLauder was replaced at first base by Rogers on the fielder's choice. Hannah Hilleman batting. Hilleman hits it off her foot, and that hurts. That pitch not in there, and 1 and 2 from Gettins to Hilleman. That one hit down the left field line, but foul. That one grounded foul down the right side. So Hannah Hilleman hanging in there. Hilleman taps that one. First baseman gets it, tosses to the second baseman. And that was Fuentes covering on the toss from Holly Ann Dorn for the third out. So the score 4-3. The once 4-0 lead after the top half is down to 4-3. 7 combined runs in that inning. We'll go to the top of the second. Due up for the Buccaneers. Top of the order, Marta Fuentes, Creza Bulanati, and Kayla Rangiafa. back in Vero Beach at historic Dodger Town. If you're looking for a place to stay next time you're in Vero Beach, why not make it the Vero Beach Inn and Suites? Our rooms are oversized and comfortable with a bright color palette reminiscent of a quaint cottage. Our courtyard-style inn is a tropical landscape with outdoor seating areas and a pool. They always help keep you in your budget without sacrificing comfort. It's the only boutique-style inn in Vero Beach that offers great service and amenities at a mid-level price. Always just minutes away from beaches, golf courses, fishing, Dodger Town, and other area attractions. So give Vero Beach Inn and Suites a call at 772-567-8321. So now 1-2, the count after that called strike to Matafuentes. 4-3 the score. An eventful first inning, to say the least. Foul from Fuentes down the left field line. That one outside now, 2-2 to Fuentes, and they'd love to get her on base. She can run. She has over 50 steals, only been caught 3 times. Bulinati behind her. That one tapped through for a base hit, and now the Buccaneers can make a lot of different things happen. Bulinati can try to bunt for a hit. She can try to slap one. Fuentes could try to steal. They could try to move her to third. Now the defense has to think. Coach Jamie Lynn has to get her alignment correct. And Coach I. Murray now has a bunch of different things at his disposal, a bunch of different strategies. First pitch, ball 1. That pitch in there for a strike. That pitch in there for a strike. Runner goes safe. Stolen base. Strike. Stolen base for Fuentes. Puts her at second. The count now 1-2. Fouled up towards Roger. Count remains 1-2. Runner out at second base with nobody out. That's Marta Fuentes. Bulinati in the batter's box. Fouls it out of play. Bulinati to third, and right across the runner went. It's going to be a tough play, though, because the third baseman fielded it. The shortstop was going to have to beat Fuentes, and then they were going to have to make a perfect play. So that was the right decision by far to go ahead and get that out. It's a long game. It's only the second inning. You don't want to allow this to fall into a huge inning for FSW. You really want to try to limit the damage, and that means getting that out. Catcher stands up on that one, so it's a ball. One hit, foul. by Rangiafa.
I can see the key here is trying to drive the ball down onto the ground. The infield is so hard.
I'll tell you about Candy to Atlanta to play the Peach Belt Conference Tournament. They played at a brand new complex up north of Atlanta.
Rangiafa takes outside. 2-1.
It was a brand new complex, and the ground was as hard as that country. And all the flappers, like Cameron, hit down on the ball. If you hit it down on the ball, if it went so high, you
Ball now
three.
3-1.
Shit 450 for the tournament.
That one down the line and fair. Fuentes scores on a single by Rangiafa. Second hit of the day for Rangiafa. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. And the score 5-3. So they got back one of those 3 they gave up. Molly Rourke will now bat. Rourke was hit by a pitch and came around to score. Rourke takes a strike. That one, an off-speed pitch, she sat back and drove it into left field for a single. Runner moves up. Rangiafa moves up to second. Gonna have a pitching change for the Blue Wave. Number 15 coming out of the dugout. That is Marnie Greenstein, who will move from the offensive player to pitcher. And Reed will now be the offensive player. See Greenstein warming up. Greenstein's numbers in the circle, a 2.80 ERA. She appeared in 18 games, 45 innings pitched, 17 strikeouts, 27 walks, 46 runs allowed. 46 runs allowed and only 45 innings, but only a 2.80 ERA. Huh. Must have been a lot of unearned runs, I guess. Ton of unearned runs. Seems like an awful lot. First pitch, and the batter is hit to load the bases. Dorn. Obviously, Greenstein didn't mean to do that. You're not trying to load the bases. So a sticky situation now with Grayson Gladden at the plate. She walked and scored back in the first. That's Doran's second time on base. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Bases loaded, one out. Throwing away ball one from Greenstein. That one tapped to the pitcher. She'll come home with it and made the catch. The throw was low. A good play by the catcher, Maddie Johnson. That could have been very dangerous. 2 outs now. Bases remain loaded. Fielder's choice to Gladden. Wherehiko will now bat. Chance to put some more runs on the board. Pitch squared, pulled it back, took a strike. 1-1. That ball hit out to right over the head of the right fielder. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. 3 runs will score. And Wherehiko with a 3 RBI triple. Gladden scores, Dorn scores, and Rourke scores. And the score is now 8-3. And a runner at third now for Ritalik. We've got, sorry, I was relaying the score to Kyle so he could give the update on his field. We'll get an update from Field 8 here momentarily as well. There's a base knock out into right field. And another run comes home. It is now 9-3. Northwest Florida winning 1-0 over there over Gulf Coast. Here it is 9-3 now. Florida Southwestern. That run comes home from third. And now Luckett will bat. And they have batted around, assuming she doesn't get thrown out, trying to steal or something. Both innings. And it may be a little bit of fatigue showing with Jacksonville. Their third game of the day. It is hot. It is humid. Top of the second, 9-3. Florida Southwestern has opened this game up with 5 in the second. They scored 4 in the first. They batted around both innings. Inside corner strike to Luckett from Marnie Greenstein. Count 2-1 and a foul. Now 2-2 to Luckett. Up and away. Ball. Well, the count is full. That was ball 4, and they threw it out into center field. The runner comes in and safe at third. I don't know what the catcher was doing because it was ball 4. And things are not going well right now for Florida State College at Jacksonville. It was a walk and then an error on the catcher. So an error allowed the runner to get to third. Now back to the top of the order in Fuentes. Stolen base for Luckett. I guess you give her a stolen base. You got to. No indifference on that one. Swing and a miss. Now strike 1. Pitch is outside. 3-1. Two and one. That one hit by Fuentes to first base. Safe. Beat the throw. A run comes home. Unbelievable. 10-3. Single by Fuentes and an RBI, and it is now 10-3. Six runs in this second inning have made it 10-3. Jacksonville hasn't even batted twice. Fuentes goes. And I don't know why they didn't try to throw out Luckett, to be honest, on that one. It's almost like you're giving it up, but you may as well try to throw her out. Bulinati batting now. Tapped to the pitcher. Pitcher goes across for the out, and thankfully for Jacksonville, the inning comes to an end. But 6 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits. And an error, and 2 left on base. We'll be back with the bottom of the second. 10-3. Florida Southwestern State College leads here in an elimination game at the FCSAA State Softball Championships. Back in Vero Beach, the 35-17 Florida State College Jacksonville. First pitch. Oh, almost an amazing catch by Bulinati. It's going to fall in. They're going to get a double. Didn't see her coming in, almost threw her out. A good throw might have had her. So Dickerson drives one out there for a double. Bulinati laid out. Now Kaylee Perry will bat. Time called. So we got some stats here through for the tournament. Through the first 3 games for Florida Southwestern, Fuentes batting .615. 8 hits, all singles, 6 runs scored. 1 hit out to left, shallow, outmade. So Kaylee Perry, F7 in the book. And now top of the order. And Alyssa Halpin. Kryza Bulinati, .455 through 3 games. 13 plate appearances. At bats 11. 5 singles, so she's got 5 hits in 11 at bats. Scored 3 runs. All singles. Rangiafa and Rourke both have home runs. Rangiafa has knocked in 6. For the Blue Wave, .538 average for Halpin. 7 singles. A couple doubles for DeLauder and 3 hits. Pitching, Gettins pitched all 3. .424 ERA, and Reed has a .485 ERA. Tough tournament to pitch in. That one's right there for a strike. Now 2-2. So Halpin, who so far in the tournament is hitting .538, slaps at one. Be a tough play. Safe. There's another hit. Now Shanna Reed will come up. She is the offensive player now. She walked in her first appearance. Halpin now 2 for 2. Well, she's going to take off for second, no doubt. They're going to let her go, probably. Although they have a 7-run lead. Nope. That one popped foul onto the dugout for a strike. Oh, 0-2 pitch coming to Shayna Reed. 1 out. Runners at first and third. Swing and a miss. Strikeout. Big strikeout for Gettins. Maddie Johnson will bat. She tripled. Knocking in 2. Johnson takes.
No, you get added more games than you gotta do. It's the opposite, John.
Ball 2. That pitch in, and a strike on the corner. 2-1. 3-1.
You badmouthed your own team all weekend, and I'm watching
That
you
pitch
all
in on the inside corner.
My last game ball. I didn't bring it for tomorrow. The hotel gave us
3-2. 2 outs. Runners at first and third with Maddie Johnson batting. Maddie Johnson hits one, and that is out of play. Foul. The count will remain 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. 2 outs. Runners will be on the move. Popped up. First baseman calls it and takes it right there for the out. And that will do it for the Blue Wave. They're not able to scratch anything across, and we're going to go to the third. Florida Southwestern State College Buccaneers. Due to bat. 2 up for them is Kayla Rangiafa, Molly Rourke, and Holly Ann Dorn. We'll be back with more from the FCSAA State Tournament right here from Vero Beach, Florida. You're watching live on YouTube. Tellefson now pitching. Jennifer Tellefson for the Blue Wave. Third pitcher of the afternoon for Coach Jamie Lind and Florida State College of Jacksonville. Rangiafa, Kaylee Rangiafa will now lead. She's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and an RBI. And something's going on. Rangiafa batting, Molly Rourke on deck. State College of Florida trails, excuse me, that's the wrong game. Looking over there on field 8. Gulf Coast and Northwest. Get you a score here momentarily. That one hit out to right. Foul. Rangiafa grounds to third across the diamond, and they have an out. Now Molly Rourke will come to the plate. I was checking on that score. Northwest Florida and Gulf Coast are tied 1-1 in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Can check that one out on the FCSA Sports YouTube channel as well. And that is Jennifer Tellefson in pitching. Tellefson comes in with a 2.59 ERA and 21 appearances, 92 innings, 45 strikeouts. Molly Rourke at the plate. She was hit by a pitch in the first and scored, singled in the second and scored. There's been a lot of scoring going on here for the Buccaneers. 3-0 count now. Rangiafa grounded out. Pitch up high, ball 4. So Rourke will take a 4-pitch walk. She's now reached base in all 3 of her plate appearances. And now Holly Ann Dorn, who is also singled and been hit by a pitch and scored 2 runs, will come to the plate. At a pinch runner, Julia Hancock running for Rourke. So Holly Ann Dorn now batting with a runner at first and 1 out. Grayson Gladden waiting on deck. Gladden has also scored 2 runs. She's walked and reached on a fielder's choice. Pitch on the outside corner. Catcher not really framing it too well, but getting ready to maybe throw down to second. But gets the call on that one. Base knock for Dorn. Pinch runner Hancock will have to hold it second. It was retrieved out in center field by Kaylee Perry, who got it in quickly. But runners at first and second for Grayson Gladden. Gladden's walked, reached on a fielder's choice and scored twice. One 1-0 count to Gladden. A couple runners out there for her. She's trying to knock them in and expand this lead. She takes a strike on the inside corner. Been a tough pitch to hit. Probably a good take. Nice pitch by Tellefson. Gladden fouls one off. Grayson Gladden back to the pitcher. She hesitates. Both runners advance. She checked them. She knew she had a little bit of time. Tellefson ends up taking the out at first. That's the right play to make because now you have 2 outs. You got to get an out in that situation, and she does it. So a good play, smart play by Tellefson to go ahead and get the out at first base. That will bring up Michaela Warahiko. Warahiko, the shortstop, has singled and tripled. She has 5 RBI. Single, triple, 5 RBI. Not a bad day through 2 innings. So she's trying to, she could knock in, she got 2 more in scoring position. And now she's got a 2-0 count, so she's going to get one to hit here unless they're going to put her on and pitch to Ritalik. Takes a strike, now 2-1. So Warehiko again, she's 2 for 2 with a triple, a single, and 5 RBI so far. Pitch outside now 3-1. Warehiko through, and she's going to have 7 RBI in 3 innings. I think you may need to start looking up the record for RBI in a game at the FCSAA state tournament, because could be closing in on it. Warehiko now 3 for 3 with 7 RBI. Just clutch hitting by Warehiko, and now a 9-run lead for the Buccaneers. And now she's got a stolen base to add to that. Savannah Ritalik. I'm not sure why they pitched to her with a base open and the way she's been swinging the bat. Warehiko now with 9 RBI in the tournament. Pitch comes in, the bunt. Bounce back foul towards the fence from Ritalik. Count is 2-2 to Savannah Ritalik, the right fielder. Ritalik that one off the glove, and it will be, what's the call there, Roger? Infield hit. I didn't see it. That's what I was asking you. I didn't see it at all. It went off the tip of her glove? Gotcha. I saw it deflect. That's all I saw. So the runner's at first and third, so a single for Ritalik. And now with Luckett batting, every single batter has hit 3 times in 3 innings for Florida Southwestern State College. Two to 1 now, Northwest Florida State College just took the lead on Gulf Coast. That's on Field 8. You can watch that game live right now as well. Tellefson trying to get out of this inning. It's 12-3 with 2 outs. And Samantha Luckett batting. Ball gets away. Runner goes down to second. Luckett out of Georgetown, Kentucky, went to Scott County High School.
I have no idea what he called. Back first.
A foul ball, I believe. So that was a foul ball, so they'll send the runner back. Now 1-1 the count. And now the runner's down at second. That one hit foul. Count should be 1-2, I believe. That one driven into center field. They'll hold the runner at third, but one will come home. And the hits just keep on coming. It is now 13-3. Luckett came in hitting .203. And a 10-run lead. The run rule is 8 runs after 5. But Jamie Lind upset about something. I'm not sure what she's upset about. She was walking around down by, I'm not sure. But it is 13-3 nonetheless. And now back to the top of the order, and Marta Fuentes will be her 4th at bat in 3 innings. Fuentes out of Orlando, Florida, went to Freedom High School. Freshman. There's only one sophomore on the whole team, Holly Ann Dorn. She's from Lake City, Columbia High School. Marta Fuentes about to hit for the 4th time in 3 innings, the leadoff hitter. She's 2 for 3 with 2 singles, a run scored, an RBI, and a stolen base. That one to short, across, and out. Couldn't see around the pole to see the umpire, but that is the 3rd out. But a big inning. 3 runs for the Buccaneers in the 3rd, presses the lead out to 13-3. We're going to the bottom half of the 3rd. FSC-J, due to bat, Marty Greenstein, Jessica DeLauder, and Lainey Rogers. We'll be back. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. We're back. Getton's first pitch to the shortstop, where he go across the diamond for a quick out. It was Marnie Greenstein. So 6-3 for Greenstein, and now Jessica DeLauder will bat for the Blue Wave, who trail 13-3. It's been a tough one for the Blue Wave. Umpire was over there talking about something, I'm not sure. A lot of stoppages in these games, and you never find out what they're for. That's the frustrating thing. First pitch down, ball 1. Second pitch fouled off by DeLauder. DeLauder with 17 home runs this year. Gulf Coast in Northwest Florida. Get you a score update on that one. That fouled back. That one is 2-1 Northwest Florida State College over Gulf Coast State College. Swing and a miss by DeLauder. Strike 3. Now 2 outs. That one is in the top of the 5th, 2-1 Northwest Florida State College. Again, you can watch that one if you'd like over on the YouTube channel. Lainey Rogers will now bat. Rogers reached on a fielder's choice back in the first. She pops one foul. So Florida Southwestern State College has put up a lot of runs in this tournament. They scored 12 against Jacksonville in the first game. They've got 13 now in this one, so 25 runs in 10 innings of work. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-2 quickly to Rogers. She fouled the first one off, took that one. Ball outside. Winner of this game will move on to face the winner of the Gulf Coast Northwest Florida game. Tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. They're not going to make them play anymore tonight. I don't think either one of these teams would be able to function. That one fouled back. Count will remain 1-2, 2 outs, nobody on for the Blue Wave. That one hit down the third baseline. One and two, 2 outs, nobody on. Jacksonville trailing by 10. It's going to be a tough road to hoe here for the Blue Wave. That one hit. There's a base knock. Well, you got to start somewhere. Base hit for Lainey Rogers. Hannah Hilleman will bat now. Runner on, 2 outs. In the bottom of the third. That one hit out to center field. And right there to make the play, Bulanati. So that'll end the inning. We'll head to the fourth, 13-3 lead for Florida Southwestern State College. You're watching the FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. Well, Coach Lind has been discussing something with the umpire for about 5 minutes, so it's either a bunch of wholesale changes or something. We're about to find out. Let's see if Roger and the umpire can do this in one shot. I'm going to bet that it takes about 3.
14 is not playing shortstop. Who's playing shortstop? He said 14 is not playing shortstop. I didn't understand what you said. Who's playing second base? Number 2 is playing second base?
Okay, so 2 is going in for who?
Do you even have a 2?
Yeah, Courtney D.
So who is 2 going in for?
Well, this, I guess, is what happens when you make about 6 changes at once. Appreciate you tuning in. The FCSAA state tournament. 2 teams are going to move on to St. George, Utah. One of them is going to be either Seminole State College or Chipola College. They play tonight at 7. The winner will advance. Make sure you go and subscribe to the YouTube page. We'd love to have as many subscribers as possible. You can always go back and watch these games as well to let you know when there's a baseball tournament starting next week as well, or 2 weeks from now on the 15th. This is possibly the longest layover I've ever seen in a game to make changes. So there's a bunt. Safe, beat it out. Bulinati. So Bulinati with an infield single. And now there's a hard hit ball to left field in the first 2 runners, and that's Rangiafa. And now 3 for 4 with Rangiafa's 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a run scored. Where Ahiko's 3 for 3 with 7 RBI. Her New Zealand counterpart. First pitch ball from Tellefson. Runners at first and second. 2-0, excuse me. Trying to get all these changes recorded. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike. So the first batter, infield single. Second batter, drilled one into left. Now Molly Rourke right back at the pitcher. And no double play, but a nice play by the pitcher to catch that one. Went right back at her. Tellefson. And now Holly Ann Dorn will bat. The ball hits a short. And the out at first base. Runners will move up, but they did get the out, so 2 down. Grayson Gladden will now bat with 2 outs. And runners at second and third. One and 0. Pitch down in the dirt, stopped by the catcher. Northwest Florida State College just scored 2 more to go ahead 4-1 over in that game. That pitch way up. Now 3-0. Well, the last player you probably want to pitch to in this tournament at the very moment is Michaela Weir-Ahiko. and she's waiting on deck, and you just walked the batter in front of her on 4 pitches.
Flag and draw the base on the ball. Loading the bases for number 14, Michaela Verhito.
And now Michaela Warahiko, who's 3 for 3 with 7 RBI and a triple, is now batting, and she is about as zoned in as any player in this tournament right now. Low and away, and there's nowhere to put her. Well, you've got to pitch to her. Pitch in there for a strike. Two outs, 1-1. Warahiko squares. And then drives one down into left field, and that's going to fall, of course. She has 4 hits and 9 RBI in this game. Unbelievable. She is having a game of her career. 4 for 4, 9 RBI. Well, she came into the game only hitting 200.
Florida Southwest 21 for 13.
Yes, so number 21 now.
21 for 13.
Tori Foster will hit for Savannah Ritalik.
Fight me. It's still, I can't understand when he tells me when he does it right.
The 2 runs in the inning by Warahiko. Warahiko, of course, 9 RBI now. In 4 innings. She's averaging more than 2 RBI an inning. I mean, that's just absurd.
Probably is. I just saw it by number 3. Left fielder is Jasmine Crispy.
So now Tori Foster. That ball hit to second base, bobbled, flipped over for the out. And that'll end the inning. But Warahiko picks up 2 more RBI. She has 9 in the game. We'll move to the bottom half of the 4th. Florida Southwestern State College leads 15-3. You're watching the FCSAA tournament right here on YouTube. And we are back. Kyle and I were talking a little Braves and Mets baseball. Right now, as a Mets fan, I have the upper hand, but the history of as long as we've been fans, 14 division titles. And in case you're just tuning in and you happen to maybe be a family member of Michaela Werahiko, you're probably going to want to go back and maybe watch this game like 10 more times because she's 4 for 4 with 9 RBI. Unbelievable. They can't get her out, and with 2 outs, they walked the batter in front of her last inning to load the bases. Obviously not intentionally, but just a big-time mistake. This is Morgan Mather batting. She came in for Caitlin Dickerson and strikes out. We are in the bottom half of the 4th. Yeah, she came in hitting 200. I was saying she was only 2 for 10 coming into the game, and now she's 6 for 14 with 11 RBI. So not bad. First pitch on the outside corner for a strike. Well, as a pitcher, you makes things a lot easier for Courtney Gettins when you've got a 12-run lead. You can just get in there and throw strikes. Especially because you're going to be asked to pitch a few more games tomorrow. May as well try to make it as efficient of a night as you can. That one fouled back. Now 1-2 the count. One fouled back out of play onto the net. Count remains 1-2, 1 out, nobody on. That one back to the pitcher. She fields, throws to first for the out. Now 2 down. And that'll bring number 8, Kara Myrick, to the plate. I'm sorry, that was Myrick that was just hitting. I apologize. Now number 5, Alyssa Halpin, will bat. Mather struck out swinging, and then that one on the inside corner for a strike. Then Myrick grounded out. So top of the order, Halpin is 2 for 2 with a run scored. Scored that run back in the first. She hits one, and now 3 for 3. Halpin has had a really nice tournament. She came in hitting .538 and is now 10 for 19. Hitting over 500. Runner at first. That one hit to second. They'll shovel for the 3rd out. And a nice routine play will send us to the 5th inning. This could be the last inning. 8 runs after 5 is the mercy rule here at the tournament. We'll have to wait and see what happens. You're watching the FCSAA State Tournament right here on YouTube. Lexi Betterman will come to the plate to bat for Samantha Luckett. Say hi to my sons, Ryan and Scotty. They're watching right now. Hey, Rye Guy. That one, shortstop. Makes a heck of a stop right there, but not able to get up in time to make the throw. So a single for Lexi Betterman to start the 5th inning.
Florida Southwest 10-4-4.
Now batting for the Buccaneers is number 10, Bridget Kesey.
Florida Southwest pinch hitter Bridget Kesey for Fuentes. So a runner at first and nobody out. Runner at first is Lexi Betterman. Fuentes was 2 for 4 in the game with a run scored. That pitch right there on the outside corner for a strike. Now 0-2. Ball, so 1-2 now. Two now to Kesey, who's hitting for Marta Fuentes, the leadoff hitter. Kesey taps foul. 2-2 remains the count. Runner on, nobody out. That one hit to shortstop. Going to have to make a quick throw. And they do get the out over at first base. So a nice play by the shortstop. That was number 14, Jessica DeLauder, playing shortstop for the Blue Wave. She makes the play. So Jenna Sacchetti. So we've got Jenna Sacchetti batting for Pulinati. The third straight pinch hitter. Gives some players some at-bats. 1 out. 0-1 count to Sacchetti. Now 0-2. Hit on the ground to third, across the diamond for the out. Runner at second moves up a base. Should the score hold, which looking pretty likely, Florida State College of Jacksonville will be eliminated.
Florida Southwest 24 for 3.
So Lauren DeLeo going to pinch hit for Kayla Rangiafa. Runner at third, a high strike to Lauren DeLeo. DeLeo hits one out to right field. Right fielder settles under, makes the catch. We're going to the bottom half of the fifth. Florida State College at Jacksonville has to score 5 if they want this game to continue. They will need 5 runs. We'll be back to see if they can do it right after this. So now into pitch in this bottom half of the fifth for Florida Southwestern State College is Raina Gorman. She came in with a 4.84 ERA, 23 appearances, 11-6 records, 36 strikeouts in 102 innings. So she's not going to blow you away. You're going to put it in play more than likely against her. You are watching here the FCSA Sports YouTube channel. That's all you, Roger. I'm just going to call the next 3 batters out that come up, and in this 15-3 game, there's about 7 changes that just occurred. The important one is that there's a new pitcher. Again, that is Raina Gorman. First pitch is a ball. I'd like to thank the Treasure Coast Sports Commission for their contributions to this tournament, as well as Jeff Biddle and the entire historic Dodger Town crew. Laurel Sue Smith, can't thank her enough. Can't thank Kelly Warren enough, and Bill Hamilton, the CAA chair, as well, for their work on this tournament and making it the success that it is. The Dodger Town crew, Rick Hatcher, as well as another one. You got to throw that name out there. That one grounded, knocked down, and then stepped on first for the out, so that was a fair ball. Number 18 is now batting for the Blue Wave. Chelsea Holland now up to bat. So 18 hitting for 15 for Greenstein. Chelsea Holland. One and 0 count to Holland. It's her first at bat. That one lined foul. So Holland's still in there against Gorman. Hits that one high to third base, across the diamond for the second out. We were 1 out away from the conclusion of this game. Jessica DeLauder now the last hope. No more subs, it doesn't look like. Well, we'll see. If DeLauder gets on, who knows? Tyler has informed me apparently that the outfield for Florida Southwest knows where the camera is and dabbed, which is a dance, I guess, made famous by Cam Newton. So that's pretty funny. I guess when you're up 15-3, you can do that. That is the ball game. Florida Southwestern State College has won and eliminated Florida State College Jacksonville by a score of 15-3. Michaela Warahiko, 4 for 4, a triple, 9 RBI. She was the MVP of the game, no questions asked about that. And we will be back. Not sure which field we're going to be on, actually. That'll be up to Laurel Sue. We'll go talk to her. We will have the Winners Bracket Championship on either field 7 or 8. It won't matter to you. You'll just be able to click on the game. Doesn't matter what field it's on, but come back. That will be in probably about a half hour, I'm guessing, to maybe 40 minutes. So we will return with more from Dodgertown. 1 more to go tonight, 3 more tomorrow. And we're getting down to the brass tacks here in Vero Beach. Once again, thank you to Laurel Sue, Kelly Warren, Bill Hamilton, Jeff Biddle, Roger, and the rest of the crew up here, Sandy, Nancy, Gail, everybody else. Thank you, everyone. I'm Scott Jamison. We're signing off from this game. We'll see you again in about a half hour.